right, you guys, welcome back and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we have some officers that learn possibly the hard way that this guy is actually an FBI agent. I want to see this video. I don't watch my videos before I react to them. I just watch them along with you guys. So let's see how this goes. I want to find out what happens and if there's anything underlining that we want to pay attention to. But let's dive right in.
It's illegal to say you're a federal officer when you're not.
So now you call me a liar?
Can I see your badge, please?
You can look at it. See the picture there? That's me. When you call me a liar, you already lost credibility.
Okay, well, you are lying.
Okay, so now you call me a liar.
Yeah. I turn around, place your hands behind your back.
You know.
You're being detained. There's a kidnapping suspect that we just had over here.
But you didn't say that was me, though.
The federal agent, an HUD enforcement investigator with a valid PIV card and credentials, rightfully stood his ground against the transit officer's aggressive demands and unfounded accusations under 18 U.S.C. section 912. Falsely pretending to be a federal officer while acting as such or demanding anything of value is a federal crime, but the man provided verifiable identification and was not impersonating anyone. He repeatedly offered to show his badge and credentials, yet refused to hand them over after being immediately called a liar, protecting himself from potential mishandling or escalation during a tense roadside encounter. By asserting his rights calmly despite provocation, including demands for a supervisor and threats of arrest, he highlighted how federal employees are not obligated to surrender credentials on command to local authorities without proper procedure.
Stop. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking to an officer. He offered to push me, but I said I can get inside.
Yeah.
And they just talked AAA 60 to 90 minutes.
60 to 90 minutes?
Yep, they said I'll try to get there quicker.
Okay.
So they send me updates.
We can't block the entrance, though, because the buses need to come in here.
I'm not blocking the entrance, though.
Yeah, this is the entrance. Only buses come through here.
I know that, but he said because I was disabled.
Who said?
The police officer.
What police officer?
Okay, the one that was here who offered to assist me. I had my shoes off because my feet are hurting.
That's okay.
Yeah, I would not lie to you. I'm a federal officer myself. He offered to assist me.
What are you reaching in your bag for?
My badge.
Okay.
You know, let you know I wouldn't lie to you. Why, you're not getting nervous, are you?
Well, of course I am, because
Why?
people are reaching inside of a bag. I don't know you.
Well, that's why I'm getting my badge, so you will.
Okay.
So yeah, the officer was here earlier. I guess he had pulled someone over. He saw that I had a flat. He offered to assist me. So then I said to him, it's a train station.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you're a disabled vehicle, it's okay.
No, it's a bus station and a train station.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. But I can't
I need to have my buses come in here. I work for transit.
Okay.
So, well,
but this is disabled. So I'm waiting for the. Just so you know, you don't have to have them. Just letting you know.
Can I see it?
No, just take my word for it, okay?
No, can I see it?
No. I just showed it to you.
It's illegal to say you're a federal officer when you're not.
So now you call me a liar?
Can I see your badge, please?
You can look at it. See the picture there? That's me.
So
now
I need to
I'm
see
enforcement, HUD and DOJ, yes. So now you've accused me of being a liar.
Okay, let me see your badge.
No, you've seen it.
You're going to go under arrest here in a very quick minute.
You're not arrest me.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Unless you don't want your job.
You're saying that you're a federal officer.
Okay, yeah, yes, call your supervisor.
You're saying that you're a federal officer.
Call your supervisor right now.
Let me see your badge, please.
Call your supervisor.
I'm a supervisor.
Please. No. I want another supervisor.
Well, let me see your badge.
I want another supervisor.
Let me see your badge.
No, call your supervisor.
Get your badge out and show it.
No, I will not. You demand call your badge. I think I'm stupid? I'm also a lawyer as well.
Really?
You've already called me a yes, I am.
Okay.
You've already called me a liar. I'm sorry to see you.
Okay, so far, I think this guy's telling the truth. I honestly think he's telling the truth. I think he is a federal officer, and he might be a lawyer at that as well. Sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover, you know. Sometimes people do that. Officers do that. We do that on the day-to-day, but you cannot judge a book by its cover, and I think he's telling them the truth. You guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think so far? He showed the badge. He showed his name, his ID. Everything was there. The officer could have taken that information and radioed it in. Guys, drop a like while you're down there. And also, Also, do me a huge favor if you can. Join the iBoy Nation membership. It is less than a coffee a month, and it would help support my channel truthfully. All you have to do is hit the join button on my channel and join that membership. But let's keep going.
Hey, just stand right here. Stand right here.
I'm not, unless I'm under arrest.
Stand right here. You're being
Unless
detained.
I'm under arrest.
You're
No,
being
no,
detained.
no. Unless I'm, no, I'm
You're
not being detained. Yes,
You're
I am a
being
lawyer.
detained. Yes, you are.
Call your supervisor.
This guy's claiming to be, he's
Call your supervisor.
federal officer.
That's right. Call your
Claims he's a
supervisor.
lawyer.
Are you arresting me?
You're being detained right now.
No, are
You're
you
being
arresting
detained
me?
on
That means
suspicion.
nothing.
Yes,
That means nothing.
yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
If you're a lawyer,
call your supervisor.
if you're a lawyer, you know
Call
that
your
doesn't mean something.
supervisor.
You're being audio video recorded.
Call
Just so
your,
you know.
and I'm going to report you too.
Cool.
Call your supervisor.
So you do need to move the vehicle.
It is,
cannot-
it is disabled. Is your supervisor coming?
I can push it out of the way.
Is your supervisor coming?
I can push it out of the way.
I have requested your supervisor. Is he or she coming?
You're blocking an entrance.
Okay, you're not answering the question, Officer Morrell. I asked for this supervisor.
And I
Is he
told
or
you
she
that I am a
coming?
supervisor.
Okay,
so-
you have another supervisor as well?
No, I do not.
Yes, you do not. Yes,
no,
you do.
No, I do not.
Okay, come on.
I told you, I'm transit police.
You've already, when you call me a
I'm in
liar,
charge here.
when you call me a liar, you already lost credibility.
Okay, well, you are lying.
Okay, so now you call me a liar.
Yeah.
I am not lying.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it.
You need to move. Okay.
Okay.
You need to move
Arrest
this.
me for impersonating a federal officer.
Yeah.
Okay, arrest me then.
Yeah, I want to see your badge.
No, you will not see my badge.
So you cannot just say you're a federal officer and not provide me the opportunity to look at
I've
it.
already told you I was. You called me a liar. Arrest me first so I can get you a false arrest.
And the vehicle is clear.
And I told you I was a lawyer and you said I wasn't.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said really?
Yeah, that's a question.
Okay,
Really?
No. And I want your badge number 2.
Cool.
You're a supervisor. Wow. You must be a DEI hire.
So I requested your badge. You are supposed to stop talking.
Call me a liar. You guys
stop talking.
I have every right to talk. You're not my daddy.
Hello,
I have
I'm
every
trying
right
to ask
talk.
you something.
Okay, you can ask. Now,
So stop acting like a child.
You telling me I'm not like. So now you're
Yes, you
insulting
are.
me.
Yes,
You're the
you
one
are.
acting like a child.
I said
You're
if
the one
you
acting
are
like
a federal agent,
You're right.
you need to provide.
Officer. I said federal officer.
You need to.
Clarification.
You need to
I don't
provide
have
me.
to.
Yes, you do. Yes,
No,
you do.
I do not have
Yes, you
to.
do.
I do
Yeah, you
not
do.
have to.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Guys, normally I don't pause it this early in the video and I let the video play, but I can break down already things that this officer is doing terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. There's a few things that he's doing wrong right now. And the number one thing is he showed you identification. He showed you a badge. If it is real, if it is fake, you cannot make that determination by eyesight. The officer should have simply asked him for his ID and went and ran his name, did what he have to do in his vehicle and find out who this guy is. Because so far, you don't even know who he is. You're saying that he's not who he is. You're saying he's not a federal officer. You're saying that that's a fake badge and it's a crime to have that. But you haven't even identified the guy. I could see this falling apart, and the guy is already recording. He's like building a case. Like this officer's not doing great at all. He's not doing great at all.
We're going to be on
You do.
Once you call me a liar,
That's the law.
you lost me.
Hello.
Once you
So
call me a
go
liar,
ahead, turn around, place your hands behind your back.
You know.
You're being detained.
No, you're being arresting me. You're forcibly arresting me.
You are being detained.
For what reason? For what reason?
Suspicion
what reason?
of impersonating a federal officer.
No, okay. I get you. Let me be wrong.
Hey, stop.
I'm not going anywhere.
Stop pulling
I have
away.
my shoes on. You know, don't go from.
You must not know much because
I do know my
you do have to show me. You do have to show me if you're a federal officer. Yes. You claim you're a federal officer, DOJ, all the stuff, and then you show me a badge that is not even what you say it is.
No.
Lakewood 60, I one detained.
No, one arrested.
Turn towards my car. Thank you.
Oh, now you're going to get fly? I told you I don't have your last.
It's okay. Still gonna check you. So what's your last name?
You the supervisor?
What's your last name?
You the supervisor?
What's your last name?
You said you were the supervisor, is that correct?
I'm the supervisor of transit.
Why don't you run the plates to the car?
A crisis here, so I couldn't run the plates. I'm gonna run them now. Thank you.
have the crisis. You don't have the crisis.
There was a kidnapping suspect that we just had over here.
But you didn't say that was me, though. You just called me a liar.
Whatever, dude. So saying you said you were a federal agent.
I said officer.
You said that you were DOJ.
I said HUD DOJ.
HUD DOJ. So where for?
I did supervisor ask for?
Where for? Where are you? You're supposed to tell me where. If you're an officer, you're supposed to tell me where you're an officer for.
You called me a liar.
No, I did not.
Yes,
I said,
you did.
hand me your badge, and you said no.
His badge is back here in the back.
His badge is in the bag. You put it in the bag after I asked for it.
Please, 24-122, other side.
Fair and Equal Housing Opportunity Investigator. U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Hood?
Yes.
What's he doing here?
Civil rights matters in the purview of the department. And he said he was a lawyer and pulled out something, and I'm like, dude, just show me your badge. He says, I'm also an officer. So, and he starts digging in the bag. I was like, well, don't go start digging in the bag. And he goes, what? Are you afraid? Am I making you nervous? I'm like, yeah, you're digging in the bag. Stop digging in the bag. Oh, I'm getting my badge out. I'm a federal officer. I was like, okay. And then I said, okay, well, where are you a federal officer? He shows me this. This is not anything.
No.
Also, my wallet, pull out my PIV card, my government PIV card. You can look inside the wallet, pull it out. My PIV card is there as well. You can
so why didn't you let me see this? And you're not a federal officer.
Look, I am a federal officer.
No, you're not. You work for HUD.
No,
it's okay.
I am a federal officer. Are you crazy?
Calm down. We will figure this out.
For my PIV card, you know.
So
I took the oath like everyone else.
Okay, why didn't you show me your badge when I asked for it?
You called me a liar.
No, that was afterwards.
No, you did not.
Yes, that was afterwards. We can run it back, but that was afterwards.
You called me a liar.
This officer, he has something against this guy. He has something against him. He doesn't want to consider him a brother in arm. He doesn't want to consider him a federal officer. He doesn't want to consider that, regardless if it's HUD, if it's civil rights, if it's housing authority. If he took the oath, he took the oath. He's a federal officer, and he's going to stand on that. You could tell he's adamant about that. And the officer just doesn't want to accept the fact. You can feel it. I just want to see where this goes.
And then I told you I was a lawyer. You called me. You're like, oh, really? I'm a lawyer and a doctor. I work for enforcement. Just like I told you.
You do not work for enforcement. You work for investigators.
No.
You are not an enforcement officer.
You tried to tell my job? I work for enforcement.
I'm reading it right now.
Enforcement for who?
Okay, for HUD. First for HUD, and we also work with DOJ. That's enforcement. Look at the PIP card. It says it. Enforcement.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It's a different
Urban
type
development.
of enforcement.
You work for HUD.
That's the agency. I work for enforcement in HUD.
So you do realize that saying that you're a federal officer.
I am a federal officer.
And then asking for your badge, you're required to hand that over to me.
No, you called me a liar. Just like I tried to
So what? Even if I did call you a liar, you're required to hand it over to me.
Like that?
Oh my God.
I showed it to you.
No, you didn't.
But I did not hand it to you.
I said, can I have that?
I said, you can see it.
Here's the thing.
No, don't. From the very get-go, you called me a liar.
No, I didn't.
Yes. Oh, my.
This is going to get towed.
Did you remember the conversation at the very beginning? I told you the officer was there. He offered to assist me and push you.
And I said, who?
Let me finish the conversation. This is what I told you. And I said I would be obstructing the traffic. He says, okay, you can push it up in there. You're a disabled vehicle.
No.
You weren't there.
Who was it?
It was an officer. He had pulled someone up over there. So when I got out from
yeah, that cop truly wants to control the whole situation. This is really, really bad for that officer. This is really bad. He's cutting him off, telling him, no, that didn't happen. You weren't even there. There was another officer that told him he's okay to sit there. You weren't there. How are you going to say that didn't happen? That is crazy to me. That's a power trip. That's a power trip. This guy needs to go back to training. He needs to go back to basic training.
I work at the federal building every day. So when I got up to get my truck, I know there's a flat. He saw me on the side of the road, offered to assist me. I said, you know what? And make sure the rim's up. He said, I'll push you. I said, then he told me about a place called O'Hara down the street. Because I moved here about, I don't know. I moved here about 3 months ago, transferred from the Detroit federal office. I live in a place called Lake Limerick. It's a country club. It looks hard to see me, I know.
In Shelton.
Outside of Shelton, yeah. Lake Limerick is,
I know what Limerick is.
Looks hard to see me. So yeah, I live in that exclusive golf community. So he offered to assist me. I said, well, it messed up the rims. I said, I think it can make it up there. And so I said, but I said, I would be blocking traffic. He said, you're a disabled vehicle, that's okay.
Okay.
So had you had called the officer, he would have told you.
That's not how this works.
Okay, but you
I work for transit. I asked you to move it.
You know, you're in big trouble anyway. You're in big trouble anyway. You called me a liar. So you started calling me a liar. So then I told him I was a lawyer.
When you refused to hand me your badge, I called you a liar.
Then you said, as a supervisor, you said you were a supervisor. I said, you have another one. I find it hard to believe. So I told you I was a lawyer. Oh, really? Oh, really? Because I think I was crazy. I actually have 2 law degrees, by the way.
Good for you.
My card is
so you should know that when I ask for your badge,
don't lecture me.
I am going to lecture you because if you do this again, you're going to get arrested eventually.
No, you're going. This is not the end of the conversation. You're going to hear about this.
Okay.
When the transit officer escalated to detention based on mere suspicion of impersonation, the federal agent exercised his constitutional protections against unreasonable seizure. Terry v. Ohio, 1968, established that police may briefly detain someone only upon reasonable, articulable suspicion of criminal activity, not mere hunch or attitude. The officer's primary basis, refusal to hand over the badge after showing it and a defensive response to being accused of lying, did not meet the threshold for reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Right. Exactly that. He didn't do a crime. He has a flat tire, and he's in handcuffs in the back of a police vehicle for a flat tire. And because he showed an officer a badge and they got into a pissing match by the mouth. Come on, man. Come on. This guy, and you know, when someone says this, right? This is a good thing for all of us to take note of. When someone says this is not the last time you're going to hear of this. Oh, you're going to hear from this later on. Just know you're digging a hole. You're digging a hole. You're truthfully digging. It's not going to be good later on. I can say that for sure.
The agent's insistence on calling a supervisor and recording the interaction forced accountability, demonstrating how asserting rights during detention can de-escalate or document misconduct. This confrontation ultimately exposed the transit supervisor's overreach, as later checks confirmed the man's legitimate HUD role in law degrees, proving that standing firm against power tripping can prevent unlawful detention.
Okay, that's good.
You're going to hear about it.
That's good.
But you had me under arrest.
No, you're detained, which is what I said.
No.
Pending an investigation.
You know what? Take the cuffs off. We'll deal with this.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna call a CID right now.
We'll do this procedure. CID, that's military. I'm not
correct.
Military.
Are you not DOJ?
Honestly, if he's a federal officer, I don't even know if this police officer will be able to get the information on this guy. Like, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of that stuff is confidential, so I doubt that this police officer is going to have the clearance to get the information if he is actually a federal officer. Let's just see.
I'm with HUD enforcement. We work for DOJ. I'm with HUD enforcement.
Okay, so you're not a DOJ officer.
No, it doesn't work that way. You're not from the federal government. CID is military. And the reason why I know that, because you see the plate? I'm a retired, 100% disabled veteran. You see the permanent sticker on that plate?
So what's the issue with you? Why are you so angry and why are you so disrespectful to me? When I asked you for a badge and you do not hand me.
I showed you the badge.
I could not read it because you had your thumb over the actual stuff.
You know what?
So when I asked you for the badge, you handed it over to me. That's it.
I opened it up.
That's it.
I'm almost
that's it. That's all you got to do.
I'm a 70-year-old man. You don't lecture me like I'm a kid.
I don't care how old you are because you're acting like a child.
We don't have to argue.
Goodness gracious. Do we have any way to contact HUD to confirm this guy's story?
Can I get his cuffs off me, please?
He's confirming who you are, and then we'll uncuff you. Right?
The only way he can confirm it is if the PIM cards confirm it, unless he's in the federal database.
We don't have access to that.
I know he doesn't. That's why I'm like, why is he on the phone?
Who? What?
Federal database.
Yes, I do have access to federal database. Yeah, give me a second. What you don't know is that I'm also FBI. So.
Okay, so then you should know. I tell you exactly where I work.
Hello, it's Merrill. So I just got off the phone with the FBI. They're running your name through the database. And they said that if I ask for this, you provide it to me.
We're going to handle this later. This is not the law.
Okay. But you understand why you're in this predicament?
No. I'm not because you have a hard A attitude. That's why.
I did not.
Okay. Oh, now you're acting so innocent now.
I did not. We can run it back. You can get the video footage if you want.
We're gonna,
But
I'm a firm believer in losing the battle and winning the war.
You're not, because you were extremely rude the entire time.
I'm a firm believer. I don't mind losing the battle, but winning the war.
Yeah, that war is going to get won in court, and don't try to have court on the side of the road. With this guy being a lawyer, oh boy, this cop he's gonna learn the hard way with this one. I 100% believe this guy is a federal agent. I 100% believe this guy is a doctor, possibly. I 100% believe he's a fully disabled veteran. I 100% believe that he has all the credentials. He's an agent. I believe it. He sold me. I don't even know the guy from a can of paint. But the way his demeanor is and how confident and how persuasive he is, he's definitely not telling a lie. This is not some druggie that has a flat tire on the side of the road. You're not talking to that guy right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So you can chalk this up this little, you got control of the situation. What do you think?
I don't know what that means.
Well, you will find out.
Okay.
And if you knew anything in my history, look my name up, you would know that.
Look it up on what?
Like Google. I'm everywhere.
Okay.
This kind of work that you're doing now, I'm known for that.
The what?
What's happening here, I'm known for putting people like you in their place officers who abuse the law.
Abuse the law?
Yeah.
I requested a document lawfully.
We're not going to relitigate that here, okay?
You start digging in a bag. I don't know you.
That's why I said I'm getting my badge so you have an ID.
Okay. I don't know you, though. You understand that? Anybody could be saying that, and then they pull out a gun. So, excuse me for saying, what are you getting?
No.
Stop digging in the bag.
That was not a problem.
And then you were digging again, and I said, okay, well, let me see your badge.
No, that's not true. Okay, you said,
okay.
You said, am I have a gun? And I said, I get that. I said, I get that. I got that.
You said, are you intimidated?
I said, no, I thought you were afraid or something.
Okay, whatever.
I answered your question.
So then I asked for the badge so I can read it.
And I showed you several times.
You showed me once. He says that he just transferred over here from Detroit. Do you have a supervisor phone number?
No, I do not. If I did, I wouldn't give it to you.
Anybody? And if he did, he wouldn't give it to me.
Yeah.
Dispatch just said they found, I think, something of him. Did you get something?
No.
Hey, it's 162.
It's not clearance.
They said they can't run another.
Yeah, it's clearance. You don't have a clearance.
What do you mean I don't have a clearance?
They're just not going to get that information out.
I have top secret clearance.
Okay, well, apparently you're not getting the information.
I have top secret clearance. Apparently not. If you can't get the information on me, you don't have the highest clearance. This is actually comical at this point. What is going on? What is going on here? Is the officer now lying about his federal status? He said he's FBI as well. What is going on?
I still don't know if this is true or not. Anybody could say anything.
Still call me a liar.
I don't know you. I'm not somebody on the street. I'm a police officer.
Okay, well, you weren't acting like it.
Okay. You can request the body cam footage and you can watch it back.
Oh, I will. You don't worry about me going through the numbers, I will. And
what's that?
Probably here for some people too.
Okay. I hope so, because I have my FBI colleague who's looking you up and going to contact your supervisor because the way you act is ridiculous.
Still under arrest, I see.
If you knew anything about the law, as you say you do, you would know that you're being detained.
How many law degrees do you have?
You would know that you're being detained.
How many law degrees do you have?
It doesn't take a law degree to know the law.
I have 2.
That's great.
Okay, so
I'm very happy for you.
Me on the law.
I am going to lecture you on the law because you do not know it. And that I had to further investigate this. Until otherwise proven, yes.
You going to the place yet?
I did, yeah.
Sorry?
Did you just buy this?
That vehicle I'm restoring. It's a new engine in it. I ran, probably see that I also have 2 BMWs. red plates. Also on the motorcycle as well.
Do you see anything about him being a lawyer? He said to Google, he was like, go Google me. I'm a big deal. Like, I do what you do, and this is bullshit. Like, I'm a federal agent. I'm one of the good guys. Right. Then I'm like, then you should have known to.
So I have my FBI cohort looking this up. She's going to find out what's going on. Contact a supervisor of yours. Meanwhile, I am going to write a report about this. You want to step out?
Did you do all this stuff in China when you were in the military?
How'd you know that? In China. So you find somebody. You find about the Ukraine?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get that far.
Oh, yeah. I never go back to Ukraine.
Doctor of law.
Yep.
Lots of teaching in China.
And Ukraine.
Hold on.
Freedom fighter in Ukraine.
I didn't see that part.
I used to go there, supposed to be there next month. So like I said, I do this, written a few books, Human rights, that's all I do.
Okay.
I'm mostly known for the China stuff. I'm known for that, but I'm also known for the Ukraine stuff the last 4 or 5 years.
To push you out of the way, you can't be here. But
don't you understand? You're going to destroy the realm. The other officer understood that.
I don't know who that was, but he can't push you in front of a bus depot.
The reason why I didn't get the officer's name and number. Usually the officers are the good guys. I just don't need to get their name and number. So I don't usually look at their name and number. Only thing I said to him was thank you. We had a little conversation. I told him be safe, watch your back. I didn't get his name and number. I don't usually do stuff like that because I don't see you guys as the enemy. Yeah. So that's why I didn't give his name and number. I got yours.
We're still not. But the buses have.
Not all officers are the enemy. Not all. A lot of them put their life on the line so you can sleep safely at night. A lot of them do. But some, no matter how big the tree is, there always is a few bad apples.